equals 60 milligrams per 1 ml. When I teach Gen Chem, I love dimensional analysis. Do you guys know where with dimensional analysis? Brackets, or some people use like these. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So, and I always like calculation titles. All right, I'm going to put something here that says this is what all this stuff is. And you hit an exam, and people haven't done that stuff. Sometimes there's just calculation up here and calculation down here, and you have no idea. There's no units, and it's just yeah. So calculation title is volume of methanol. Okay. Start with a discrete quantity that you know. All right. We know we have 90 point milligrams of methyl eugenol. Okay. Here's going to be my conversion ratio. I know that I want 60 milligrams methyl eugenol for every 1 milliliter. Okay. Milligrams of methyl eugenol, milligrams of methyl eugenol. Okay. I'm going to end up, I should put this as 1 methanol of, or 1 milliliter of methanol. Okay. So this is going to spit out, according to my units of Kansas, it's going to spit out methanol, milliliters of methanol. That's what I was after, so I must have done the calculation correct. And that gives me 1.5 mLs of methanol. Okay. Which, by the way, since we're using auto pipetters, that is, how many microliters is that? Close. Olivia, you got it? 1,500 actually. So you always want to go from milliliters to microliters, you just multiply by 1,000. Okay, so 1,500 microliters. Okay? So that's what I will put in. I'm going to put in that. My partner will have done a different calculation because they'll have a different quantity here. They'll use the same ratio, but they'll have a different quantity here. Okay, and now my stuff is, and you should show me Calc 1 and Calc 2 before you do it, okay, just so we make sure. Okay. So I do that, I make it up, and then we combine, me and my partner combine, and now we can make our terms. Okay. All right, but then I got to know how much stuff to put in. Methanol, how to. Now, say, assign 0.500 milligrams for my traps. How much of our combined 60 milligram per ml solution do we use? Okay, so it's very much like that calculation. This is going to be volume of methyl eugenol solution. Okay. We know that we want to deliver 0.500 milligrams of ME. Okay. And we we know in our solution that we have 60 milligrams of Me for every 1 milliliter. Milligrams of Me, milligrams of Me. All right, that is going to spit out 0.0080, don't lose sig figs, milliliter. How many microliters is that? 8, yeah, exactly. 8.0 microliters of our solution. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. Let me see, 2 things I want to double check. Here's where you can see, here's the starting material, which is Eugenol, and the product, which is methyl. Here is our methanol. Okay. So let's say, I better off camera. Okay, these are the 1,000 microliter auto pipetters or Eppendorf pipetters. Okay, so there's 2 sizes of tips, one for the big Eppendorfs and one for the little Eppendorfs. To make my original 60 milligram solution, I use the big one because it's going to be something, you know, you'll be adding 800 microliters or you'll be adding 1.5 microliters like I did up there. How do I do that, by the way? If I need to add 1.5 mils. How do I do that with this? That's going to be 1,500 microliters. The capacity of this is 1,000. Okay, so I'll put in 1,000, and then I'll reset this to 500, and I'll put in another 500. Okay. Okay, and then this guy goes up to 10. Okay, so if you, like in the calculation we did here, if you come up with 8 microliters, don't use this guy, use this guy. Okay, if you come up with something above 10, and it all depends on the dosage that you give it, right? If you come up with something above 10 microliters, then use the big one again for your solution. Does that make sense? Okay, and then to do your solution, to put it actually into, so let's say I've got the glycerol in here, okay? And then I'm going to deliver, I don't know, let's say I'm going to deliver 50 microliters. So I get my 50 microliters. What you should do is actually, don't just squirt it in there on top of the glycerol. Stick this down within the glycerol and squirt it sort of underwater, so to speak, yeah? Okay. Then you can take it out. I would clean off that tip before you make the next trap, okay? And you can swirl this guy around. So. Make sense? So you're making a solution of your methyl eugenol in glycerol, but enough will be at the surface that it can get out and the flies can smell it. It's amazing. I mean, I don't know if you guys appreciate, like on a balance, how much, even 5 milligrams. It's just 5 milligrams is. Like when you have the pack of nerds, right? And you put it, and there's like the main size of nerd, okay? But then there's tiny little, you know, just nerd crumbs, really? That's about what 5 milligrams is a nerd crumb, all right? And we're doing 5 milligrams, we're doing 0.5 milligrams, we're doing 0.005 milligrams. And usually the 0.005 milligrams do catch some flies. Maybe not many, you might have an empty one, okay? You 50 milligram people. Oh, daddy. All right, questions, guys? No? We good? All right, right on, guys. Let's do it.
Yeah. Could I just join with someone